What is up, everybody? Verizon coming at ya, coming through. And in today's video, I'll be doing a part 2 on what I liked about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. But instead of what I liked, we are going over what I hated in Cold War. Everything today is entirely my opinion after playing the Cold War Alpha. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing I did not like was skill-based matchmaking and team balancing. To be honest with you guys, I foolishly thought there wasn't going to be any type of matchmaking system except connection based since it was the alpha. And boy was I wrong. The first games I played during the alpha, I was popping off, having fun, and after a few, I almost got cancer playing Call of Duty. I began getting really bad teammates and the whole other enemy team would just be going positive, kill streaks up in the air, and my team would just walk around being headless chickens. I should have known they were going to add skill-based matchmaking since they did that last year in Modern Warfare, but what worries me was that skill-based matchmaking was in Modern Warfare's beta and it stayed in the game. Not only did it stay in the game, but it was one of the thickest with 2 C's of SBMM in Call of Duty history. Again, if anyone watches my other videos, I talked about how they could do the old boot camp system that was in Black Ops 2 where the first 20 levels you can learn the maps and weapons with other noobs in a protected playlist. Then after level 20 you will play multiplayer normally, and the matchmaking will be connection based only with a little team balancing, like the 2 best players usually go on opposite sides. Hopefully the skill based matchmaking isn't super strict like the one in Modern Warfare, World War II, and Advanced Warfare. The second thing I didn't like was the Scorestreak System, and I don't understand why Treyarch just doesn't go back to the old Scorestreak System that was used in Black Ops 4 and all the other OG Call of Duties. I think even though that system wasn't perfect, it sure was pretty close to being perfect. If you didn't know, the new Scorestreak system works in a way that the longer you are on a kill streak, the score begins to multiply. So for example, if you are on a 1 kill streak, you'll get 50 points plus another 25 points for a streak. Then when you get your second kill, you will get another 50 points, but this time you'll get an additional 50 points. And it will continue to get bigger and bigger the longer your streak. Now, the reason why I don't like this is it kind of promotes you to play slower because you're going to want to get those bigger streaks and you're not going to go crazy guns blazing unless you're a scuff jumping, G Fuel snorting tryhard. Then this is not for you. But for most players, they're going to play slower so they can get those streaks. Another thing I didn't like was the kill streak cooldowns. You cannot call in multiple kill streaks right after each other since they have a timer. This could be both good or bad since instead of kill streaks always in the air, when you are getting stomped, they are encouraging more gunfights to determine the outcome of the game instead of kill streaks. Another thing that I didn't like in the score streak system is I don't think they are giving enough points to play the objective compared to going on a big kill streak. However, it's always been like that and it's not really a big deal, I guess, but I hope the players that do play objective get some more love. The next thing that I didn't really like in Cold War was the animations and how clunky they felt. I know it's an alpha and it's not the complete version of the game, but when you compare Cold War to Modern Warfare, it is a night and day difference, and playing Modern Warfare feels like busting the biggest nut, man. Playing Cold War is like your mom walking in on you, and I'm serious, man. I am not exaggerating. Your character literally feels like you're playing in sand. At first I thought I was imagining things because I had trouble lasering people, but the more you play it, the more you notice that it is just not smooth. Not only did the game not feel smooth, but the animations didn't look as good either. If we are comparing the 2 games by looks alone, Modern Warfare just nukes Cold War out of the water. While we're on the subject of the animations, I hope when you throw your tactical or lethal, it does not have the super slow and clunky animation it had during the alpha because I can't tell you guys how many times I've died during a mid-chuck of a nade or a stun. The fourth thing that I really didn't like in Cold War was the look. It has this weird look of trying to be modern, but at the same time, it looks out of place since it's a game based on the Cold War. Personally, I think it looks good enough, but compared to Modern Warfare, she's definitely not winning any beauty pageants anytime soon. But I don't play a Call of Duty game for it to look nice. I play it to have fun after like a stressful day, or to get some crazy or funny gameplay. But I think the lighting and shadows could use some work, and I know it sounds like I'm critiquing the alpha harshly. That's because I want this game to do really well. I want it to be good. And if they take the community's feedback and improve it, I think it would redeem Modern Warfare in the multiplayer department. The last thing I really didn't like about Cold War was the balancing system. Personally, I think there will be a clear meta with the extra perks gunfighter. I cannot express this enough, but when I was playing the alpha, everyone was rocking extra perks, so they got to rock Tactical Mask, Flak Jacket, Ghost, Cold-Blooded, and Ninja, depending if there was streaks up or not. But people were literally running through my nades and stuns like I was throwing marshmallows at them. They would never show up on the radar or the chopper gunner when you would get it, and it was just hilarious to me. And it got to a point where I didn't even bother using my nades or stuns. The only new updates that I got that Treyarch is doing is balancing snipers before the beta and then the launch. Overall though, I actually prefer the multiplayer in Cold War over Modern Warfare because it feels like what a Call of Duty game should feel like. However, Cold War's multiplayer has to be good since they are competing against Modern Warfare and Warzone, and I don't think they are going to get players on Cold War unless multiplayer and zombies are good and fun to play. I think the biggest thing that will determine whether it is fun for people is going to be skill-based matchmaking. If it is implemented incorrectly, multiplayer is gonna flop again. The other thing that could lead to the fall of Cold War is the Scorestreak System, but we are going to have to wait when the full game comes out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and comment below anything that worries you about Call of Duty Cold War before it launches. Other than that, namaste my friend, and I will see you all in the next video.